Good evening. Thank you for joining us at Epiphany Lutheran Church in Richmond, Virginia. I'm Kevin Barger, the Director of Music Ministry here, and this is our Music Minute, taking a look at the hymns for worship tomorrow, All Saints Sunday, and we're going to go in reverse order today. So our sending hymn tomorrow is Shall We Gather at the River, and this was written in the summer of 1864. It was the year that Abraham Lincoln was elected to his second term as president. And the claim here is that as an epidemic spread through Brooklyn and many persons were draped in mourning over that pandemic, there were yellow fever spreading throughout the northeast, and the Civil War was not over. So that's where the hymn was born, and Lowry, its composer and text writer, said that the words began to construct themselves. It was not a focus on the river of death, but it was a focus on the pure water of life, clear as crystal and coming from the throne of God. The tune is actually named for Hanson Place Baptist Church in Brooklyn, New York, and that is the church where Lowry was serving when he wrote this tune and text. So shall we gather at the river? So you can sense the crystal clear pureness of that water, that river. All right, the next hymn is a new one. It is from our All Creation Sing hymnal, and it is called Death Be Never Last. And this was written by Ray Makeever, and he actually said, and I'm going to read it here, 2 weeks after the death of my wife, Judy, in late August 1992, I was taking an afternoon nap on our living room couch when the entire first stanza and tune for Death Be Never Last came to me at the moment of my awakening. I transcribed it immediately. It took me another year to come up with the second and third stanzas. The first was a gift from beyond. The remaining two were outgrowths of my processing of Judy's death. So on All Saints Sunday, as we process the deaths of so many of our congregational members near and far, we use this hymn to help lead us on that journey. Death Thee Never Last. A wonderful new tune to add to our collection of hymnody. And last but not least, it is All Saints Sunday, so of course we will sing For All the Saints. Sine Nomine, and as the title suggests, this hymn allows us to remember and commemorate all the saints. What's ironically or not, in our hymnal, the three hymns preceding this are about specific individuals that we remember, that we have called saints. This is the general one. So the tune, Sine Nomine, was composed specifically for this text, and its verses start with more of a dictatorial and sort of a martial marcato feel, and the Alleluias at the end have this great melody. They're melismatic, and they sort of make it kind of flow. So a great combination of the two. This is a little bit different version. It's on piano. Tomorrow we'll have an organ as in person and online. As you might expect, the Ralph Vaughan Williams just lends itself so richly to those great organ chords. This is just a little different reflection. For All the Saints. And even in that version, you could hear the different opposing forces, where you have those really the martial chords, and then the more melodic, sort of reflective parts. So, thanks for joining us for All Saints Sunday. A look at the hymns. Again, tomorrow in person is a little bit different. We have 8:30 and 11 in the sanctuary. At 9:45, there is an outdoor service. You may want to put a sweater on. And that'll be outside with guitars and singing and communion as well. So, and remember the saints rather. And if you are going to join us online on Facebook, that's at 10:30 as always. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great evening.